Okay, now we're going to add the barbell movement to the jerk. Okay, let's review what a jerk is. Go ahead and pick the bar up, put it on your shoulder. Jerk grip for most people is wider than everybody thinks it is. Okay? Jerk grip, to be most efficient, is going to be quite a bit wider than the press grip, because we are in fact reacting against the bar. We're driving the bar up. One of the biggest misconceptions about the jerk and the way lots and lots of American weightlifting coaches teach this thing is that you're just sneaking under the bar and that you don't react against the bar. There's no drive on the bar. We most certainly drive the bar because it's heavy, and you can't just sneak under a heavy bar. You have to drive the bar up. There's a drive the bar up component. So we're going to place the hands in a position to effectively do that, while at the same time reducing the distance the bar has to go to get the lockout. Okay? A snatch grip is very, very wide because it reduces the effective length of the arm. Okay? We can't get a snatch grip on the jerk. It's not effective because there's just not enough way to push from this wide grip. But if we use a press grip, which is very, very close, and at the top we're giving up too much distance that we can get out of a little bit wider grip. We don't want to have to push the bar all the way up like we do on a press. So widen the grip, a little bit wider than that. But it might be a good rule of thumb to, let's start with a bench press grip, which is going to be, no, that's going to be too wide for you. Let's come back in. We teach the bench press with a grip that is one hand width wider than the press grip. Okay, so come back in a tiny little bit. That'll be about right. Let's start with right there and let's see if we can manage that. What we want to avoid, though, is a grip that's way in close like that. Okay, now get the bar up on your shoulders. Okay, now we would like to have the bar laying down here like this, with your deltoids in contact with it. That is going to require that you come forward with your shoulders, like that, so that the bar can sit on the meat of your deltoids. This empty bar is going to be hard for you to do because you've got kind of a short upper arm, kind of a long forearm, and not enough weight on the bar to help mash the bar down into your shoulders like we would like to happen. So this side is narrowed relative to this side. Drop it back down. Let's widen the grip a little bit more. See if we can. Good. Try it again. Back up. All right, now that solves some of our problem. One of the other advantages of a wide grip is that it allows this anthropometry problem to be solved. Long forearms go away with a wider grip. Okay? This will be correct for right now. We would like to have the elbows down low like this and in front of the bar so that this segment is relatively vertical so we can get some hip, some shoulder drive out of the bar. A lot of weightlifting coaches teach the elbows high position, but in that position you're not able to drive the bar nearly as effectively. We can't drive it effectively at all. You're just basically doing a tricep extension with the bar. We want the pressing strength that we have to contribute to this jerk movement. Now, go ahead and press the bar a couple of times. Just get your shoulders warm. Good. Fix your eyes on the blue line, just exactly like that. Stop at the top, make sure we're shrugged. Traps, shrug the shoulders up. Again, remember that at the top, traps hold up the bar. Okay? Now, a jerk is different than a press in that the drop straightens out the elbows at lockout. Okay? Do a push press. Just a push press. That's how you start the bar using hips and legs. Okay? So that's a push press again. Good. So that the initial drive off of the chest comes out of hips and legs, not just you driving the bar up like you're pressing. Okay, so we install hip and leg drive into the movement early by doing this push thing. And we see that in our previous split lesson as the dip, right before the split. Now, I want you to do the push press, and then I want you to receive the barbell in the lockout position by dropping and using the drop to straighten the elbows. Look at the blue line. That is a jerk. Stand up, make sure you're shrugging. Again, lower it back down. So start with a push press and drop. Again, dip and drop. Dip and then drop under the bar. Just exactly like that. Now I want to hear the bar rattle at the top. Good. One more time. Just exactly like that. Now that is a proper jerk. Now, this time, I want you to really, really pronounce the drop to the extent that we hear your feet move a little bit. Okay? There we go. Again, the drop is pronounced loud. We're going to hear it in your feet. Again. Good. Just exactly like that. This is a power jerk or a push jerk. Again. So all the mechanics of the actual jerk movement are now being demonstrated during this movement. Again. Let's hear your feet a little bit. Good. Now, bar down to your shoulders. Let's drop it down on the platform just a second to rest. Now, let's refresh your memory about what your feet are going to do. Come to the center of the platform, do a split jerk for me. Just hands on your hips. Good. Recover. Couple more times. Okay? A little sharper dip. You're doing a slow, long dip. Sharp, quick dip. More of a bounce. Just like that. Good. One more, just like that. Nice and sharp. Good. Recover. Now, let's take the bar. Same wide jerk grip. Just exactly like that. Bar on the shoulders. Come to the middle of the platform. Now, I want you to put the two together. And let's just see what happens. Good. Fix your feet. Make sure everything's like you want it. Think about your feet. The bar is fine. Recover correctly from the front and down. Again, same thing. Okay? Good feet. Recover from the front. One more. Now this time, don't forget the drive up of the bar. As the bar crosses your eyeballs, right there, you want to be driving. You're not going to drive it off of the shoulders because the dip takes care of that. But as the bar rises up in the middle of your face and crosses your eyeballs, you want to be driving the bar. Look at the line. Big breath. Go. That's it. Recover. Excellent. One more, just like that. Good. Driving the bar past the eyes. Down and set it on the ground. That's exactly correct. And that is a pretty damn good split jerk. First time you've done it. Let's put the bar to 40 kilos and see if everything holds together. Go ahead and just clean the thing up to your shoulders. Use your jerk grip to clean now. This is going to be one of the harder things to adapt to for cleaning. What we'd like to be able to do is not have to adjust the grip at the top. Sometimes this is not possible. But what has happened since you just cleaned it is your hands came in. Take it back down to the ground. Take your jerk grip on the bar. Let's spot it. See how wide it is? Excellent. Good grip. Now don't move your hands. Chest up, clean it correctly. You're going to have to practice on that because you're so used to spinning your hand in. So widen it back out. This may be something that takes place over the next several workouts to fix. We're still not as wide here. That looks a little bit better. Now, we're going to have to probably work on that because elbow tension and everything is pulling your hands off the bar in that wide grip. Okay? Now, we've got a little weight on the bar, eyeballs on the wall, big breath, dip and drive. Just exactly like that. Steady, recover the back foot was the problem on that. Heel was out. Okay? So again, one more. We're just going to do 2 at a time. Very nice. Shrug the bar. That's the support. Recover. And back down. Set it on the ground. Okay? Now, as the weight starts to climb up, most people will forget the split mechanics. Okay? You have to think about the front heel. You have to think about reaching forward with the front heel. You have to think about slap. You got to make it fast. It can't be slow. You can't start toeing in on the front. Okay? And you cannot forget that the bar is driven past the eyes. Okay? You also have to be sure that when the bar racks at the top, that it racks in a shrug. Okay? Again, let's do 2 more. Okay? Try to get some hand width back. This is going to take a while. Okay? Note that elbows are in front of the bar. They are down so that you can drive. Okay? Big breath. Again, what was wrong that time? Back foot, right? So now we can think about it. Front foot's taking care of itself. Think about the back foot. Big breath. Go. Much better. Exactly right. Recover and down. Okay? It doesn't need to be a big, long, complicated, arcane process. Okay? That's a pretty good split jerk in just a few minutes. Okay? So, thanks.